Going to be our first stage to start doing this model. I'm going to be working on the 1969 Chevy Nova Yanko and by Rebel. What we're going to do now is we're going to wash all the parts because it just came off of the machine and they have some type of substance of oil. We won't have to do the chrome because we're not painting over them. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the parts in different sections. I'm going to go like this so I know which is which, so I can put them back in the bag when I do get started on this thing. Now this one right here already has, see if I can do this, hold on a second. That looks good. So this is 3 parts. You get the body, I'm going to put in there right now. You get the chassis, the panel for the seats and the walls, and then you get that. So what we're going to do now is we're gently going to just wash just a little tight, you know, in certain areas like this. Try to get all of it. And the purpose of this is, and they say only Dawn, is because some other dish soaps have a byproduct oil in it, and the whole purpose of Dawn is to take oil off. So I'm going to rinse that off real quick. Cool warm water, doesn't matter. Put that over there. I'm going to reach in. This is the panel. Anyone does models knows that goes in above the chassis where you hold your seats. I'm going to try some nice material, put some glue down, and sprinkle it through a strainer so it'll look like a rug. So now that is going to sit like that. One put together. And now we're going to do the body. Now I'm already going to have to sand down certain areas where there's blemishes. I'm going to put marker, and then when I sand down and the marker's gone, it'll be back to the original shape that the car is, because you want to keep it exact the way it is. A lot of times, not that I'll do it, but they put in competition level. So I'll put this together like this. That'll be fine. I'm not worried about the water. It's not metal. And the next parts, again, I want to put them all separate so I can put them back in the bags. Do the same thing. Also, too, when you clean all this stuff off like this, when you're putting the glue on, it's going to adhere a lot better. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to shut the water off now until it's rinsed. And these, like, go to the, as you see, for the panel on the inside, get the hinges for the roof, the steering wheel, the dashboard, the side panels with the door handles and stuff. I'm going to go like this. And the last piece like this. This happens to go in there, but I'm going to be very careful with it. This goes to the undercarriage. This is the muffler. This is the second half that goes on there for pieces. I don't know why they just don't put it together, but that's okay. I'm going to reach in here. Oh, there's still one more piece. This is the louver. Sometimes they put pieces that don't go completely together, which is fine. So then what we're going to do with that, we're going to take the bag for that. I'm just going to run a quick rinse on that, just in case. Gently put everything in there so nothing snaps, because it's all I need to do is have a, oh, great. All I need to do is have one part fall off. Don't know what number part it is, and I have to figure it out later on. That's going to be another stage. So that's going to be done like this. This is the only thing that's going to be done today. Okay, I'm going to put them in one at a time. I'm going to be very gentle. As you can see, there's a lot of fine parts. This is the stabilizer bar for the front or the back. This is the stabilizer bar for the front. And we're going to do that. There's the axle suspension. And you're going to put this right here. Okay, and this is what I definitely want to make sure. I want to go on this side right here, more or less. Okay, because I want to make sure, because these are all the parts that are going to be joined together. But I also do want to concentrate on this, because this will be part of the engine block. That's the transmission, but that'll be chrome, and it's required because all Chevy blocks at that time were red, so that'll be red. You get the pan, you get the carburetor, the exhaust manifold. It's gonna go like that, and then this. You do this like this. As you can see, I'm doing kind of gentle. Dry shaft is the other part of the muffler, right? So now, at least by doing this, even if it's a little, it's better than nothing. So now what's going to happen is when I put the pieces together, and I learned that trial by error, I'm not going to, see if I can find the bag, here it is. I'm not going to put it all, spray, prime it first, then try to put it together, because putting paint and stuff like that, and then trying to find the joint parts is hard. And I don't want to do any sanding that I don't have to do, or any filing down, because it's delicate parts. Now when I'm going to be doing that, let's put that back in the box. And like I said, the chrome don't need to be done like that, and the reason for that is because the paint ain't going on that whatsoever. And I get some good detail with the parts, the fenders. I'm going to put some accent painting in there. It's a light thin wash down paint, so you see the black and the detail. Get the chrome mirrors, you got to be very careful with them. So all that stuff's going to be fine. And then the details, which is pretty good. These are all original details that would be on the car when it was custom and it was racing. And the wheels I've already pretty much done. Nice custom rims. So let's put all this back in here. Now I'll explain about the prime. What's going to happen is when I do prime it, since it's white, I'm not going to use a white prime right away. Here's the box. Hold on a second. Everything's back in the box. It's looking good. So now what's going to happen is, I'm going to finish up with this, for this first process is, I'm going to use a gray prime, very light. Use a 600, 800 sand grit, do a quick buff on it. Then once I do that, I'll use a white prime. The purpose of using the gray prime first is because if you use a white prime, you might miss spots and not see it. If I do everything in the gray prime, and then I put let it rest for I'm going to let it rest for a day. People say about 2 hours, but I'm going to let it rest for a day. Then once I put the white prime over the gray, I'll see all the spots. Do a fine 600, 800 light sand on it, then it'll be ready for painting. And that's how that first process is going to go. I don't want to advertise any other person for this stage of making a model. Thank you. Have a nice day.